Hello everyone. Welcome back to The Loop Health. Today we're diving deep into one of the most powerful, yet simple, lifestyle strategies to transform your health and lose weight. Intermittent fasting. Now, I know this is a topic that sparks curiosity, excitement, and sometimes even fear. You've probably seen countless videos and articles about fasting, some saying it's the ultimate key to weight loss, while others dismiss it as just another diet trend. The truth, as always, lies in the science, and that's exactly what we'll uncover together today. Before we begin, a quick reminder. This video is meant to be an educational resource. It's not medical advice. If you have a health condition like diabetes, or if you're taking medication, you should always check with your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet. That's important, because while fasting can be powerful, it also needs to be done safely and correctly. And hey, while you're here, don't forget, subscribe to The Loop Health. I post new, science-backed health videos every week, and subscribing means you won't miss strategies that could genuinely change your life. Alright, let's get into it. What exactly is intermittent fasting? Put simply, intermittent fasting, or IF, means cycling between periods of eating and periods of not eating. It doesn't necessarily tell you what foods to eat, but rather when you should eat them. There are several approaches, but two of the most popular are the 5:2 diet. You eat normally for 5 days of the week, and then restrict calories, usually to about 500 or 600, on 2 non-consecutive days. The 16:8 method, probably the most common form of fasting. Here, you fast for 16 hours of the day and eat within an 8-hour window. For example, you might eat between noon and 8 p.m., and then fast until the next day at noon. These two methods are the most studied, but there are others, like alternate day fasting or even extended fasts. For most people starting out, though, the 16:8 is the easiest and most sustainable. But the question is, why does this work? Let's go into the science. The science behind intermittent fasting. When you eat food, especially carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose. This glucose enters your bloodstream, raising blood sugar levels. To deal with this, your pancreas releases insulin. Insulin's job is to move glucose from the blood into your cells so it can be used for energy, or stored for later. But here's the thing. Your body can only store so much glucose in the liver and muscles, in the form of glycogen. Once those glycogen tanks are full, the extra glucose gets converted into fat. That fat can be stored in the liver itself or in fat cells throughout the body. Now, when you're fasting, insulin levels fall. This drop in insulin is like unlocking a door. Suddenly, your body can access its energy reserves. First, it taps into glycogen stores. Once those are used up, it turns to fat. This is why fasting can be such a powerful tool for weight loss. You're essentially flipping the switch from storing energy to burning energy. And guess what? This switch doesn't just affect weight. It also impacts your metabolism, your hormones, and even your risk of chronic diseases. Studies show that intermittent fasting can improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and even support brain health. That's pretty incredible. How does this look in practice? So, let's break it down. With intermittent fasting, you're not eating less food just for the sake of it. You're eating in a way that allows your body to spend more time burning stored energy instead of always storing new energy. For example, in the 5:2 approach, you might eat normally Monday through Friday. Then on Saturday and Wednesday, you limit yourself to 500 calories. In the 16:8 approach, you could have lunch at noon, a snack at 4 p.m., and dinner at 7:30, finishing by 8. That means from 8 p.m. until noon the next day, you're fasting. Notice that most of the fasting period happens while you're asleep, which makes it surprisingly manageable. But here's the key, what you eat still matters. If you break your fast with sugary snacks or ultra-processed foods, you'll spike your insulin, feel sluggish, and undo many of the benefits. So let's talk about foods to include and foods to avoid. The foods to eat on intermittent fasting. During your eating window, quality matters. Here are 5 categories of foods that can maximize your results. 1. Whole grains. Think oats, quinoa, brown rice, and whole grain bread. These provide steady energy, fiber, and essential nutrients. Unlike white bread or refined pasta, they don't spike your blood sugar as dramatically. 2. Lean meats and fish. Protein is your best friend during fasting. It helps repair muscles, keeps you full, and stabilizes blood sugar. Great choices include chicken breast, turkey, white fish like cod or haddock, and oily fish like salmon, tuna, or sardines, which are packed with omega-3s. 3. Dairy, low-fat options. Calcium is crucial for strong bones and overall health. Skim milk, low-fat Greek yogurt, and cottage cheese are excellent options. 4. Fruits and vegetables. These are non-negotiable. They're rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber. Leafy greens, berries, cruciferous veggies like broccoli, all fantastic. 5. Beans, lentils, and pulses. These plant-based protein sources are low in fat but high in fiber, keeping you full and energized. Foods to avoid. Now, just as important as what you eat is what you don't. Here are the top offenders. Refined carbohydrates, white flour, white rice, sugary breakfast cereals. These cause rapid blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, leaving you hungrier. Sugary foods and drinks. Soda, candy, chocolate bars, ice cream. They pack in calories with almost no nutrients. Unhealthy fats. Processed meats like bacon or sausages, foods fried in lard or dripping. These are loaded with saturated fat. Highly processed foods. Packaged snacks, pastries, pies, and fast foods. They're calorie-dense, nutrient-poor, and make fasting harder. Think of it this way. Intermittent fasting is a tool, but what you build with that tool depends on the materials you use. If your eating window is filled with processed junk, you'll get junk results. Possible side effects. Now, let's keep it real. Fasting isn't a magic pill, and it can come with side effects. Some people experience headaches, irritability, or constipation, especially in the early stages. But these are usually temporary and can often be managed by drinking plenty of water, adding more fiber through fruits and veggies, making sure you're not overdoing caffeine or sugary drinks. The transition period can be tough, but once your body adapts, most people report feeling more energetic and focused during fasting periods. Additional tips for success. Let's get practical. Here are some powerful strategies to make intermittent fasting easier and more effective. Stay hydrated. Water, black coffee, or herbal tea are your best allies during fasting hours. Plan your meals. Break your fast with protein and fiber to stabilize blood sugar. Don't overcompensate. It's tempting to overeat in your eating window. Keep portions reasonable. Be consistent. Your body thrives on routine. Stick with your chosen fasting method for several weeks to really see results. And most importantly, listen to your body. Fasting should make you feel better, not worse. If you're constantly exhausted, dizzy, or unwell, fasting might not be the right approach for you, or you might need to adjust the method. Why you should subscribe. By the way, if you're finding this information helpful, go ahead and subscribe to The Loop Health right now. I share content every week that's grounded in science but made practical and easy to follow. Plus, subscribing helps grow this community of people who are serious about health and longevity. So hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and let's keep building a healthier lifestyle together. Final thoughts. So, to recap, intermittent fasting works because it shifts your body from storing energy to burning energy. By lowering insulin, it unlocks fat stores and helps you burn them off. The 16:8 method and the 5:2 diet are two of the most popular and sustainable ways to practice fasting. But remember, fasting is not just about skipping meals. It's about combining periods of rest for your digestive system with periods of nutrient-dense eating. Focus on whole grains, lean proteins, vegetables, healthy fats, and avoid processed junk. Manage the side effects with hydration and fiber. And above all, be consistent. Intermittent fasting isn't a quick fix. But if you stick with it, it can be a game changer. Not just for your weight, but for your energy, your focus, and your long-term health. Thanks for watching. If you found value here, please like this video, share it with someone who's curious about fasting, and don't forget to subscribe to The Loop Health for more science-based strategies. Take care, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.